Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. This is Linh again, returning to you with another sun salutation focus flow. This is a very short flow. I say very short, meaning it's short relatively compared to other flow that we do on Wednesday and Friday. So to prepare, please grab 2 blocks if you have yoga blocks with you. Otherwise, no need for any special tool. Like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a sun salutation focus, meaning you utilize this moment to cultivate a celebration towards the new day and also a celebration towards yourself, what you're working on, the intention that you want to carry out for the rest of the day and the rest of the week. Might as well use this time to remind ourselves of that. The structure of the class is that we will start out with some grounding breath work. Then we start moving on to some movements that can help to warm up the spine, the body, the hips. Then our sun salutation will be composed of a slow sun salutation series 1. Then we'll flow that 3 times. Then we'll do a sun salutation series 2 in a slow mode as I cue you all into those postures to help you internalize those postures. Then we flow those 3 times. Then we combined sun salutation series 1 and 2 into a full flow, and we flow those 3 times. The rationales behind it is that is 3 times 3 times 3 equals 9, and also, as many of you might know, 108 is a very sacred number, universal sacred number. So 1 plus 8 is 9. Since we don't have a lot of time to flow, 108 times sun salutations. We'll do that short mini version of it. So 3, 3, 3. All right, grab your tools if you need that. Please make sure you have some water as well. Let's go ahead and get started on your mat. So I will make my way there right now. Like I said, we will start out with some grounding breath work. So invitation to come to a seated position, either sit on your block or maybe just sit on the floor. Cross your legs and slowly relax your body down to your seat. Relax your shoulders, your belly. Close your eyes, rest your gaze a bit. So to exhale all the stale air, empty out your lungs until you feel like you will have completely let go of all those air, and slowly inhale through your belly, through your chest, through your throat, and slowly exhale. From your throat first, then your chest, then your belly. And slowly continue on your own. Sometimes we call these the 3-part breath, meaning you kind of segment your torso out a little bit and think about breathing into the center of your belly, and then you breathe into the center of your chest. And finally, you breathe into the center of your throat. And on the exhale, you will exhale from the throat and the chest and the belly. And of course, that distinction is there, is just to help us guide the flow of our breath. When you are comfortable with that, no need to think too hard about it. Just allow the flow of your breath to fully embody you from the bottom of your spine all the way to the top of your lungs. Imagine your breath is just a wave of the ocean, rising up slowly and crashing down slowly. 2 more times. Slowly rise, belly, chest, throat. And slowly relax, throat, chest, belly. Last round, inhale. And last round, exhale. Beautiful work. Slowly open your eyes. The next breath technique to help ground you and also to energize your body into the next movement would be Kapalabhati, which is skull shining breath. Just a precaution, if you are pregnant or if you have high blood pressure, probably skip this breath and just come back to your 3-part breath. Everybody else, you can follow me. On your inhale, you inhale completely. On your exhale, exhale completely. Good. Now inhale partially. Then exhale forcefully through your belly. So it goes like this. When you're ready, you can join me. Remember to inhale partially and exhale. Good. Exhale completely. Inhale, feel it. Exhale normally and just feel. Sometimes we take this whole body, this whole shape that we see in the mirror as us, and we forget about that energetic portion of our lives, of our existence. So come back to your breath to feel the vibrational sensation of your own energy. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes, lean your body forward, slide your block out to one side. And we start out with some movement. Or I should say we start with some movement. Come to a tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. On your inhale, find your cow pose. Lower your belly towards the floor. Open your heart forward, send your chin away from your chest and continue to breathe. Press evenly down into your palms. If it feels not stable right now, you can curl your toes under to stabilize your postures. Otherwise, press evenly down to the top of your feet or to your toes. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose. Curl your chin into your chest, round your back. Open the space between your shoulder blades. Press actively down to your palms. Hug your belly up towards your spine here. Engage your core. Let's feel that a few times. Inhale, cow pose. Lower your belly, send your gaze up, chin up. Exhale, cat pose. Round your back, dome and curl. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat pose. Good. One more time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Beautiful. From here, inhale, tabletop position. On your exhale, step your right foot forward on the outside of your right palm. Start to shift your body forward and back a few times. No need for any template here. The point is to start open up through your hips, through your right hamstrings. And if you feel like circling your hips side to side, make any movement that feels good in the body, especially after a long night of resting, sleeping in our beautiful and comfy bed. The body gets a little bit more rigid. When you are ready, come back to stillness, and then we try it on the other side. Extend your right heel back and step your left foot forward. From here, start to shift forward and back, go forward and back. Very good. Allow your body to linger in any position that feels like it needs a little bit more time. No need to rush. Again, if you want to circle your hips, you can do that. Be mindful of any sharp sensation that might sometimes creep up around your groins. So allow that to slow down a bit. Very good. Slowly come back to center, tabletop position. Inhale, curl your toes. Exhale, squat and curl. Walk your hands towards your knee. Lift your thighs towards your chest. Fold your chin towards your heart and breathe. Lift your heels high towards your glutes here. Option to walk your fingertips forward. Hug your triceps into the outside of your thighs and notice a little bit more opening across your shoulders. If you want to go for more of an ankle focus, you can start to hug your arms around your shin bone. See how stabilized you can be and just breathe. Slow breath in, slow breath out. This is also a huge toe stretch. Very good. Now inhale, bring your hands back down to your mat if you have it. On your exhale, lower your heels, step your feet towards the middle of your mat for a ragdoll pose. So feet are hip width distance apart, bend your knees a lot to allow your torso to come in contact with your thighs. Lengthen the back of your neck forward and down, draw the top of your head down to your mat. Hands can stay onto the floor, or option to bend your elbows, hover your elbows off of your space, and grab for your opposite elbows. From here, you can sway your torso side to side, side to side. Sometimes when folks feel a little bit more adventurous here, they go all the way to a standing position. So sway to the left side, draw your right elbow all the way to standing, then come back to the right side, all the way down. And then you repeat on the other side. Lead with your left elbows, come all the way up. Then you round your body to the left and down. So whatever variation that you want, please just take a couple of more breaths to reawake the sensation on your legs, on your side body, and your spine. There, slowly come back to stillness. Release your hands down to the floor, heel toes your feet together. Pull your chin into your chest and slowly rise to stand one vertebrae at a time. No need to rush whatsoever. When you get to the top, just guide your shoulders high towards your ears and roll your shoulders to the back of your space and release. Collect your hands at heart center, Samasisihi, standing at attention. This posture really is used to honor the focus of your mind. Allow your body to cultivate an intention that will serve you for the rest of the day. It could be as simply as, today I will stay present. Or today I will practice loving kindness. Or another one might be, today I will go one task at a time. And so whatever that might be for you, use this moment to let it shine. And take an exhale, let go all the stale air from your lungs. Inhale, feel all the way to the top. Big open mouth exhale. Open your eyes, float your arms long by your side. Let's start our Salutation series 1. Inhale, mountain pose. Extend your arms overhead. Open your chest forward. Lengthen the crown of your head high and find your breath here. Press down into your heels to activate through your quad muscles. Now pull your belly into your spine and up towards your heart. Notice the engagement of your core. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Tee out your arm, turn your gaze to the right side. Now if this feels good, you can send your gaze all the way to the back of your space. What's more important is to square your hips forward. So gently guide your right hip forward, guide your left hip back. Firm your core and lift the bottom of your ribs away from your hips. Good, inhale, mountain pose, come back to center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Again, send your gaze to the side or option to send your gaze all the way to the back. Now again, adjust your hips to draw your left hip forward, right hip back. And so that really prioritize the twist from the center of your core. Inhale, mountain pose, both arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, join your hands together, hinge from your hips with a flat back. Nicely control your descent. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands either on your shin bone or your thighs. Lengthen your heart forward, lift through the sternum. Allow your belly to sort of parallel to the floor. Good. Spin your elbows in towards one another. Firm your core once again. Take an inhale. Exhale, high plank pose. Lower down to your palms. Step back to top of a push-up. From here, rest your knee. Pick up your heels. Knee, chest, chin. Keep your hips in the air. Bend your elbows. Lower your chest. Lower your chin. Really traction the tip of your hips high to the sky. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press into your palm, lengthen your arms. Lower the top of your feet down to your mat and open your heart forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press into your palms with the strength of your core. Pull your hips up and back. Now press your feet down to your mat and create an inverted V shape with your body. Press evenly down to your palms here. Lengthen your shoulders forward. Find your breath. As we ground with one breath in, feel your belly, your chest. And a big breath out. Let's flow that 3 times. I will be your guide. Feel free to flow at your own cadence if you need to. Inhale, send your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, step forward to a forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, press into your heels, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, open arm twist to the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, mountain pose, back to center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, mountain pose, center. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, hands either onto your shin, onto your thighs, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, high plank pose, plush your hands, step back. Lower your knees, inhale, pick up your heels. Exhale, knee, chest, chin, hips stay high. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open your heart forward, lower your legs, press into the top of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Plant your palms, your feet down to the floor. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, mountain pose, press into your heels, firm your core on the way up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, mountain pose, both arms go up. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift from your core, lengthen your heart. Exhale, high plank pose, hands down, step back. Lower your knee, inhale, pick up your heels. Exhale, knee, chest, chin, bend your elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog, traction your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, pull your hips up and back. Last round, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up. Inhale, mountain pose, evenly press into your feet to rise. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands up. Exhale, high plank pose. Plant your hands, step back. Lower your knees. Inhale, pick up your heels. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Lower your chest down, keep your hips high. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press evenly down to your palms. Open your heart forward, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Take a long breath in. And let that breath go. Let's move on. Inhale, kick your right heel up to the sky for down dog kick. There we go. Press evenly down to both of your hands. Melt your left heel back down to your mat. Notice the stretch on your calf muscle. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Draw your right thigh into your chest. Now land your right foot in between your hands. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Spin your left heel down, parallel the knife edge of your left foot to the short edge of your mat. Open your chest up. Now start to adjust your stance a little bit. The aim is to stack your right knee over your right ankle. Press down to the pinky side of your left foot and notice the activation of your glute behind you there. Now lengthen your arms in opposite direction. Send your gaze over to your right fingertips. Pull your belly up and in. Get a little bit taller from the bottom of your ribs all the way to the crown of your head. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your hands back down to the floor. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left shin bone forward and make a 90-degree angle between your left shin bone and the inside arch of your right foot. Come to a Shiva seat. Hand at heart center right here. Send your gaze straight forward. There's a little bit of a rotational sensation around your core here. Now bring your thumb to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows. Stay here, or option to tilt your chin away from your chest, lengthen to the back of your neck, lengthen to the front of your heart. There we go. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Option to have two blocks. You can place your hands on the block or hands on the floor. Totally up to you. Now take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, standing L. Press into your right heel. Kick your left heel back. Squeeze your left glute and lengthen your torso forward. Sometimes when you first initially start using the block, you might want to play around with walking your block right in front of your mat to really help you lengthen your spine forward. Maybe you hover your hands off your block. Maybe you collect your hands at heart center. Whatever that might be for you, just take one breath in and let that breath go. Good. Inhale, chair pose. Step your left foot down in line with your right foot. Bend your knees, extend your arms overhead and firm your core. There we go. Sink low into the bottom of your hips. Ground down into your heels. Maybe shift your shin bones to the back of the room. Take an inhale. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Fly your arms way back. Keep your arms long by your side and open your shoulders forward. Flip your palms to face the floor here. Pinkies turn towards one another. Notice the activation of your triceps behind you. Take an inhale. Sink low on the exhale. Inhale back to chair pose. Flip your arms up. Exhale, high plank pose. Hands down in line with your feet. Step back to top of a push-up. From here, rock your body forward onto your tippy toes. Firm your core. Inhale. Exhale, low plank. Bend your elbows back. Lower your shoulders halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lengthen your arms, open your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Other side here. Inhale, kick your left heel up to the sky. Down dog kick. Again, press evenly down to your palms. Mount your right heel down towards the floor and firm your core. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Big step forward. Plant your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Spin your right heel down. Open your chest to the side of the room. Lengthen your arms in opposite direction and find the opportunity to sink a bit lower down to your lunge. Now core your tailbones in, firm your core. Remember, lift the bottom of your ribs away from your hips. Now lengthen your neck away from your shoulders. Very good. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your hands down to the floor. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale, step your right shin bone forward. And parallel your right shin bone to the short edge of your mat. From here, lengthen your torso. Bring your hands at heart center. Send your gaze forward. Rotate your right shoulders forward and left shoulders back. Good. Option to stay. Option to collect your hands right at your third eye center. Maybe lift your chin away from your chest. Lengthen your chest forward and find a mild back bend here. Good. Take an inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Option to find your block. Option for hand on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, standing L. Kick your right heel back. Lengthen your torso forward. Again, your block will be super helpful to help you establish that strength right away. Press down to your left heel to help anchor your thrust back into your standing ankle. Take an inhale. Exhale, tap your right toes down. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, firm your core, lift your arms. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Fly your arms way back. Inhale, back to chair pose. This part should feel familiar. Exhale, high plank pose. Bring your hands down. Step back to top of a push-up. Inhale, rock your body forward. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. All right, we flow that 3 times. Breath to movement. Similar rule. My voice is your guide. You can lean onto that, or you can go at your own pace. Let's go. Inhale, kick your right heel up to the sky, down dog kick. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Inhale, warrior 2. Back heel down, open your heart long. Exhale, low lunge, back down. Inhale, Shiva seat. Shift your shin bone forward, hand at heart or hand at your forehead. Exhale, option for that back bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, standing L, hands down to the floor. Press into your right heel, kick your left heel back. Inhale, chair pose. Step your left toes down, bend your knee, float your arms high. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Plant your palms, step back. With one exhale, you shift forward, you bend your elbows. Now inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left heel up to the sky, down dog kick. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Back heel down, bend your left knee, arms out. Exhale, low lunge, back to center. Inhale, seated Shiva pose. Your right shin come forward, hand at heart center or at your forehead. Option, exhale, final back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing L, hand down to the floor or to your block, kick your right heel back, squeeze your right glute. Inhale, chair pose, tap your toes down, float your arms high. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, high to low plank. Remember, one long exhale. Make your movement to match your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg high. We begin again. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Inhale, warrior 2. Open up. Exhale, low lunge, back to center. Inhale, seated Shiva pose. Shin bone forward, hand at heart center or up to forehead. Optional, exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing L. Kick your right heel back, left heel back rather. Inhale, chair pose. Tap your left toes, bend your knee, float your arms. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, high to low plank, hands down, step back. Flatten out your back here, bend your elbows and lower your shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Inhale, warrior 2. Open up to the side. Exhale, low lunge, back down. Inhale, seated Shiva pose. Step forward, hand at heart center or forehead. Exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing L, hand down, kick your right heel back. Inhale, chair pose, tap down, sink low, arms high. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, high to low plank, hands down, step back, bend your elbows into your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last round. Inhale, kick your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Let's pick up the pace. Exhale, low lunge, back down. Inhale, seated Shiva pose. Take your time. Hands at heart center or to forehead. Exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing L, hands down, kick back. Inhale, chair pose. Tap low, bend your knees, arms high. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, chair. Exhale, high to low plank. Find your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog if you choose to flow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left heel up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, low lunge, back down. Inhale, seated Shiva pose. Exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing L, kick your right heel way back. Inhale, chair pose, tap your toes, bend your knees. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, high to low, Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember, your breath is important, more important than your posture, so stay with that. All right, let's reground. Take a long breath in and long breath out. At this point, we will marry Sun Salutation Series 1 and 2 together, and we flow all of those 3 times. So feel free to listen to my cue, but again, you can flow at your own pace. Here we go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your space. Inhale, mountain pose. Press into your heels, reach up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Step back, knee down first, bend your elbows, lower your chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Inhale, warrior two, and deeply into your front knee. Exhale, low lunge, hands down. Inhale, seated Shiva pose. Take your time, hands either heart or forehead. Exhale, find your optional back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing L, press into your right heel, kick your left heel back. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Exhale, low lunge, back down. Inhale, seated Shiva pose. Exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing L, hands down, kick back. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Remember, one thread of exhale all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise, lengthen up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, open arm twist left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Plant your palms, lower your knees first. Elbows in, chest low, chin low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, open up to the side. Exhale, low lunge, back down. Inhale, seated Shiva pose. Open your hips. Exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, standing L, hands down, kick back. Exhale, low. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Open up. Exhale, low lunge, back down. Inhale, seated Shiva pose. Exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing L, kick back. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, find your flow. And remember, you can always skip the low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last round, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, open arm twist left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Take your time here. Let the movement find your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Rainbow out your body. Exhale, low lunge, come back down. Inhale, seated Shiva. Step forward. Exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, standing L, kick out. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, high to low, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, seated Shiva squat. Exhale, find your back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, standing L, kick back. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, final chaturanga, high to low plank. Get strong, be strong. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's settle in, find your breath. Slow inhale to acknowledge your spine, press into your palms, pipe the center of your hips up. Exhale, lengthen your body. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, rest your knee down to your mat. And please come for a seat. Beautiful work. Grab some water, towel off if you need to. Let me check what time it is. Very good. All right. So when you are ready, lower down onto your back. And we cool down by laying on our mat. We start out with a supine figure four posture on the right. So stem your left foot down to your mat, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. This might be a lot of hip opening for some of you already. For those who can go a little bit deeper, extend your arms through and capture the back side of your left leg. Then option to kick your left heel up to the sky. Option to draw your left thigh in a little bit closer towards your chest. Monitor your sensation. Maybe you rock side to side just gently. And slowly on the inhale, you lengthen. On the exhale, you pull in. Good. Let's switch, other side. Left ankle over your right thigh. When you're ready, reach for behind your right thigh here. Option to kick your right heel up to the sky. And on your inhale, draw your chest into, draw your right thigh rather into your chest. On your exhale, feel the sensation. One more round of breath in. And let it go. Very good. From here, recline butterfly posture. So bring the sole of your feet to touch. Open your knees out to the side. And you can initially sway side to side a little bit. Good. Slowly come back to stillness. Bring one hand on your belly. Bring one hand on your chest. Revisit your 3-part breath right here. With your hands on your belly and hand on chest, you probably will feel and monitor the rising and falling of your breath a little bit more readily. So let's go. Begin by exhaling all the stale air from your lungs. Inhale, rise your belly, your chest, your throat. Exhale from throat, chest, belly. Let's go for 2 more rounds on your own. Allow you that autonomy to go deep if you want. Or just go at your own cadence if you prefer. So when you finished that last round, slowly use your hand, close your knees together like a book, hug your thighs into your chest, grab behind your knees, start to rock and roll the length of your mat just a few times. There we go. It's also a massage for your lower back. When you rock all the way up, prepare for 1 round of seated forward fold. So lengthen your heels forward. I like to bring my hands on the side of my hips, press into my mat, lift hips up, then draw the hips a little bit back to help really lengthen and morph your body into that seated L shape. Now stay here or bend your knees a little bit. Lengthen your torso forward and reach your hands for your feet. Seated forward fold. And from time to time, feel free to explore with lengthening your legs out a little bit more. What's more important is that you fold from your hips. And so lengthen your ribs forward in order to bring your ribs closer to your thighs. Maybe walk your ribs further away from your hips a little bit if you can. Now curl your chin into your chest slightly. Completely let go. Feel free to bend your elbows as much as you want to help deepen the fold from your chest to your thighs. Stay here for 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly make your way back up. And on your next breath, bring your hands behind you. Bend your knees a little bit. Inhale, reverse tabletop. Press into your heels. Lift your hips up. Stretch your shoulders. Stretch your hips. Allow your chin to come up and back if that feels good. And when you are ready, slowly just bend your elbows. Curl your chin back in and lower your hips. Cross your legs, come to a comfortable seat. Sukhasana, or you can come to a hero seat. That is totally cool as well. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Invitation to follow me in 3 ohms. However, if Om is not in your practice, feel free to simply inhale and exhale and feel your breath. And so first, exhale all the stale air from your lungs. Completely empty your belly, empty your chest. Inhale for Om. friends. You are welcome to stay here for a bit longer. Journey into your meditation, or option to join your palms at heart center. Float your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows. In gratitude, we bow to one another and we share Namaste. All right, friends, thank you for joining and making time for your flow today. I hope it set you up for a good start for the rest of the day or the rest of the night if you happen to do sun salutation in the evening. My name is Linh and I am here every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time if you want to flow live with me. Otherwise, all the recordings will be posted on my YouTube channels. So feel free to check out linnerpeace.com. Again, it's linnerpeace.com, linnerpeace.com, to find more about my services as well as what I'm up to. And I hope to see you next time.